Well, hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me one more time under inclement lighting and voice conditions and Google Hangout conditions. The lower third is once again missing. I'm betting to put one up in cardboard. So my name is Holger Mueller from Constellation Research. Reach me at Twitter at HolgerMU. And I'm talking about today about my preview on things or what will happen at SapphireNow later this week, happen in Orlando. SAP is the #1 enterprise software maker, no question about this. So this is a major event on things happening there from a both announcement perspective and from a overall industry perspective. So let's take a quick look about what might be happening there. Sharing here some thoughts on PowerPoint because you don't have to see my pretty face so much. So what are the side areas to watch? Of course, the number of attendees. SAP will share that later. The size of the expo, which is huge in the previous years, never really utilized lots of free spaces. Really like the exposition space, which is really not like this crammed quarters part. So I'm really curious if SAP can keep this up. On the flip side, it costs a lot. So we'll see how that will be going. And the partner booth side is always a good indication how much partners are standing. So what are the areas to watch? Obviously, S/4HANA, right? January last year, check the blogs on my website. SAP announced their new product, the new replacement, even calling it potentially the next new thing, the R4 thing coming. The key question here is, how is customer adoption doing? I think the numbers thrown out there is around 1,000. Where's the status of the project? 1 year ago, Bernd Leukert was talking about all industries coming to S/4HANA. What has happened from that perspective? What's the roadmap progression? What are the new things coming? In general, what can SAP show beyond the simple finance area, which was actually started before the S/4HANA launch? So an interesting area to watch from that perspective. S/4HANA, major, very important for SAP, for customers who are on this thinking about when to upgrade, if they want to upgrade, and of course for the overall ecosystem. How much revenue can a traditional SAP Business Suite R3 implementation partner extract or create around the S/4HANA opportunity? So major, important, all eyes on S/4HANA. Just double checking, yeah, I'm hearing my voice being recorded here. Then SAP Technology, right? For many quarters, no confirmation. The most recent quarter, SAP Technology has been 50%, close to 50%, or even over 50% of SAP's revenue. And there the main driver is, of course, around HANA and the adoption of HANA and the use cases. Has not been done so generally well in terms of perspective. You know, all the debate around speed is not a number. What are the use cases? Are customers skeptical? The one thing which is clear, if as a customer you make the decision to stay and work with SAP, there's no way around HANA. Better get familiar with it sooner than later, understand what it means, understand what it does, and know what you're getting into when you move either the business suite on HANA or even jump in with S/4HANA. The other key area, I even have a bet, which I will not disclose from influencing things. How many times will the keynote on Wednesday, the product keynote, and maybe even Bill McDermott's demo tomorrow on Tuesday talk about PaaS, platform as a service, or the HANA Cloud Platform, which is SAP's offering in that perspective, which is very, very important because SAP is in this transition phase, whereas for HANA cannot really do all the aspects of what the business has been doing, and customers want to have that on a modern architecture, might want to build it. HCP is a key product for that perspective. Equally important it is because there might be things which SAP will never or may never get to. So it will be very important to see more SAP talk, in my view, about PaaS, about HCP. Then, of course, the question is what is happening on the BI story. SAP just acquired Boomi earlier this year. The whole story on the business object side. Not too much of a fan from this perspective, how much SAP has been doing there in conjunction with the old BW and BW on HANA. It's a relatively confusing positioning. Maybe it will be good to see if SAP can add some clarity on that at the Sapphire. And then Fiori is an important aspect. Very interesting, announced last year at SAP TechEd in combination with the build tool, a way for users who sit on so many screens, which SAP frankly even admitted will never get to make nicer from a Fiori perspective. So the team around Semyen thought about making things easier, democratizing UI as the buzzword, or UX as a service, using the build tool and making it easier for these less frequent screens, but with passionate users, to do their own usability and then create those with the full power of HTML5. So very interesting area to watch. We'll see more how this will be doing at the first user conference since it was launched at Sapphire, at TechEd, now at Sapphire. And then the next generation apps, as I call them on the SAP side, Cloud Foundry is prominently featured there as the underpinning for some parts of HCP, as the underpinning on the hybrid side. We'll see what's happening with Cloud for Planning, which I believe has changed its name to Cloud for Analytics. Very good end-user tool on this powerful spreadsheet capability. On the HCM side, we just had, check out on my blog, the SuccessFactors Analyst Summit. Good things which go across leverage across the board of the success factors. The big question, of course, at Sapphire, which is an event of both on-premises and cloud customers, is what will the on-premises customers do in the long run? When are they moving to the cloud? When are they moving to success factors? And a quick glimpse over to network apps. Had the chance to attend Ariba Live a few weeks ago in Las Vegas. Look for the event report on that. What is happening there in this network economy, which is a very compelling vision for SAP, and SAP executives have been talking for a long time. The question is, how will it really come together now with Concur under the hood as well, with new generation of applications, enabling new things which were not possible before. We just recently had a discussion with someone saying, oh, all the marketplaces which were popular 15, 16 years ago are now really technology enabled now and will be happening. So looking forward to see what Steve Singh will have to say on Wednesday in his keynote, as well as Bernd Leukert, who both have the keynote there. And then the partnerships, of course, big announcement 2 weeks ago. Check out my blog on that too. Apple and SAP partnering together. We'll hear more details about this. Will Tim Cook be on stage or not, or who will be there from Apple? Will be interesting to see. That's likely going to happen on Tuesday in Bill McDermott's keynote, but you never know, right? The usual schedule is CEO Bill McDermott on Tuesday, development executives Bernd Leukert and now Steve Singh coming on Wednesday, and then Thursday is all about vision and future, usually with Hasso Plattner, sometimes also Bernd Leukert coming back to that. So that's the keynote schedule. And we'll see if there's more partnerships around this. So overall, my point of view, good to see SAP consolidate and harmonize. That's always a good thing for SAP to do. Bring back the video here. And the interesting thing is to see what will SAP do in terms of and actually, that's the wrong takeaway. Let me correct the final slide. It's not about Salesforce, but SAP. What will SAP do to energize the install base to move to S/4HANA, making clear what HANA is all about from a technology perspective? And then I would really like to hear a lot about the platform as a service, HANA Cloud Platform, because it enables customers to build things which SAP has not done yet, may never be able to get to, which is really, really important the next 10 years from an overall enterprise strategy for their software applications, for their enterprise applications, how they enable their business models. Right, went way too long. Thanks for watching. Hope the audio is good. I can see here sitting at Caltrain waiting to go to NetSuite, which is happening before. My face is not great, but you will not look at this for my face. Hopefully the takeaways were useful for you. Thanks for watching. Safe travels and see you in Orlando.